That is a self-sustaining fire right there. You can throw damp wood on it, maybe even wet wood. It'll dry out and start burning. It takes a bit of work to get it to that stage though. And continued work to keep it going. Hey dog, you comfortable? You stay. Good girl. I like it. Bivouac complete. This is why I'm wearing my snowshoes everywhere. Took them off and ran off campus, i.e. away from the campsite. That's how deep I'm post holing without them. Probably up to my thigh. Dude. Went over to take a couple pictures. That is a cozy looking campsite, dogness. Maybe do some hot chocolate, what do you say? That sounds like awesome. I gotta process some more wood though so we can keep that fire there going. Buck Nighthawk up in the Nutnfancy knife clinic. Just a little bit of splitting tests. Okay, in high skies, I think I showed you guys this. This is the MSR pocket rocket. I never QC'd my fuel cylinder that I brought up. I'm going to show you how wicked cool this stove is. Yeah, I know I got a fire there. I could easily use it for heating up water, whatever else I wanted. But I want to demo the stove, and it's a clean way to heat up stuff, and you can adjust the heat easily. Highly recommended. Now if you guys need, if that butane cartridge gets really cold, you'll have to heat it up. Sometimes I'll scrape out some coals, let it sit on there. No, it won't blow up. I'm going to throw it in the fire and keep it there though. Just warm it up. It's not cold enough where it's affecting its performance. You can see this thing is rocking. The water will be boiled in about 2 minutes. I think every day pack should have a pocket rocket in it with a cartridge. And some freeze-dried meals. That way you can instantly heat up stuff without having to make a fire. You saw how much work that was to make this fire. It's a lot. If you need fuel and you need it fast, the MSR pocket rocket's a way to do it. There's some other good ones too. Another chicken treat, dog friend. You can see that snow melting away from my base, my fire. I knew that was going to happen. So if I stayed here for a long time, I'd probably just shovel it all out and go all the way down to the ground, build some platforms, and just get rid of all the snow around here. But for as short a time as I'm staying here, that platform will work fine. Dog friend in the shelter. I call her all kinds of things. I call her girlfriend, dog friend, dogness, Allie, mostly just dog. Oh yeah. Got my cell phone music going. It's just hilarious, man. You got to make the most of all situations. Yeah. Kind of letting that fire simmer down a little bit as the time rolls on here in the Nutnfancy snow camp. I think I'm going to call this adventure Snow Cruise, because that's what Allie the mountain dog and I did today. We just kind of cruised out in the snow. This was actually a concept proving adventure, don't you think? I'm proving the concept of the gear that I take with me on day hiking. Okay, for one, the Colgan tube tent, which is cheesy, but it works, and it will protect you from moisture and wind if it's properly set up. Allie, of course, is snoozing comfortably in there on her Thermarest bag, or not bag, but pad that I brought up for her. Again, if I was to, let's take a look inside. I'm rocking the Nightcore D10 on a headlamp today. If I was sleeping in here, I would bust this out. In other words, put a guy line on each of the sidewalls here. Give more interior space. That would rock, and I would build doors of some type on each end to block the wind and whatever. And you might have to guide out extensively if the wind picked up out here. No, I'm not sleeping in it tonight. I wish I could, but I got stuff to do tomorrow. Lots of work commitments. If you guys knew my work commitments, you'd be amazed I fit in what I do. Seriously, you'd be amazed. It's a lot. And every time I come up and do something like this, well, enough about that. It takes a lot for me to fit it all in. So be easy. And guys like, well, you don't sleep in it. Dude, do you know how many nights I've spent out in the out of doors in snow conditions? Please, please. If I was setting it up, just like I said earlier, I think, I'd set up this Colgan stadium style thermal blanket, not for wrapping around me, more on the floor of the tent to create dead air space. Then the Adventure Medical Kit's Bivy 2. I'd set that up as well, and using all the clothing I brought with me, trying to create as much dead air space as I could. Dam management, like I've said, I definitely would guy out those sides, build walls, and I think I could sleep pretty comfortably in here tonight. I'd take all that snow out, just a little dusting of snows come in from the ends. Remember, this is a survival situation, really, not comfort situation. Again, if you want to be comfortable, bring a tent with you, or spend hours and hours building a more complicated shelter, which is a lot of energy. Much of the time today, along with the testing of various tools, kind of like the Trail Boss by Cold Steel, which did very well for what it is. The snowshoes over there, I'll do a separate tabletop on those. I've done several outings on them. I absolutely love those MSR Denali Ascent snowshoes. They rock. What else do we do? Oh yeah, the Rat 7, which is on the side here, coated in the Dow Corning 3400 Alpha coating. That seemed to work pretty darn good. Didn't have to spray that thing at all with lubricant. Nice job, Brent. I like it. I'm going to test it harder though before I totally sign off and say that it's like the bomb. We'll see. Time will tell. Then a little bit with SRK San Mai 3. We did. I think that's put away by now. The Norse Hawk sitting over there. That thing rocked for what it is. And then a little bit of chopping with the Buck Nighthawk. Cold Steel Bushman. Concept proving. That's all we're doing tonight, and having fun. But all this stuff works, and it's very compact. Not so much the axes and the tomahawks. Those are more just kind of their separate tests today. But the Sawviver is outstanding. It always has been. It always will be. It's an energy efficient way to cut wood out in the wilderness. I've shown it many times on camera. Coupled with your survival knife of choice. Today, more than anything, it was this knife right here. The Ontario Rat 7. Which, if I didn't say it earlier, I'll say it now. I prefer it over the Rat Cutlery Rat 7. Because it's more affordable. It's basically the same knife. Without all the hype and overpricing on it. I love it. There you go. Snow cruise. Allie the Mountain Dog, Nutnfancy. And we'll probably stay a little bit longer. I'm going to stoke that fire up. Enjoy it for maybe an hour or so more. And then we're going to hike out. Relaxed enough. Follow me. Phoenix PD 30 hike out. 22 degrees on the sun. Goggles, 11 p.m. Where are you going, dog? I think you're confused. Let's go this way. Okay, giddy up. Let's go home. Giddy up. Go on. Again, we are not in avalanche territory. We wouldn't be doing this if we were. Dog, why don't you let me go first? Stay. Allie, wait. Stay. Okay. You follow me. About 11 o'clock at night, hiking out. Mrs. Nutnfancy's going to be pissed. I told her expect me late, though. I told her that, and she knows right where I'm at too. Let's go on this satellite beacon. It's got a nice throw to it. Check that out. Phoenix PD30. This way, stupid. Allie, come. Anytime you go out in the wilderness, you should have a high power light with you to function as a searchlight. Tonight it's the PD30 with me. Always, always, always have that. Nightcore D10 just ain't enough. Wait for me, Doc. I'm gonna hike out from what I'm gonna call snow cruise. Allie the Mountain Dog, Nutnfancy. Thanks guys for joining us. Proof of concept for some of the wilderness supplies I take with me on day hiking. Also a little bit of gear testing. I gotta run. See you later.